I moved into the Howbrook apartments in early September. It was the kind of place that looked like it had seen better decades. Rusted railings, water-stained ceilings, and peeling beige paint on every wall. But the rent was cheap, and for a guy fresh out of college, cheap meant freedom. Or at least, I thought so. My unit was 312. Right next door was 313, a door I never saw open the entire first week I lived there. Still, I noticed things. The doormat was always pristine, perfectly straight, no signs of wear or dust. Every other mat on the floor was faded, curled, or filthy. The 313's, it looked like it had just come from a showroom. There was also the smell. Not bad, just sharp, like bleach and old metal. Sometimes it wafted into the hallway late at night, around 2 or 3 in the morning. And then there was the sound. It started the second week. I woke up around 1 a.m. to a low scraping noise, like something heavy being dragged across a wooden floor, though our floors were all carpet. It came from 313. A slow, deliberate grind. Stop. Grind. Stop. It went on for almost 10 minutes before everything went still again. I didn't sleep the rest of that night. The next morning, I knocked on the door of 313. I wasn't sure what I was going to say. Maybe just check in, make sure everything was okay. I figured maybe an elderly tenant had fallen or was moving furniture. I waited. No sound, no footsteps, no reply. But I could feel someone watching me from the peephole. I could feel it. Later that day, I asked the property manager, Denise, about the guy in 313. Her face tightened instantly. "Mind your business," she said too quickly. "You've got nothing to worry about in that unit." I asked if he was dangerous. She looked away and muttered, "Not exactly." That night, I heard a knock on my wall. Just once. Just 3 short thuds behind my headboard, as if someone were tapping from 313. I froze, heart pounding. Another knock, this time longer. Put on headphones and tried to drown it out, but I didn't sleep. The next few nights were quiet, almost too quiet. No sound from 313, no footsteps, no dragging, not even the smell, until Friday. Around 3 a.m., I heard whispering. At first, I thought it was coming from outside, maybe someone on their phone. But when I pressed my ear to the shared wall, I realized it was coming from inside 313. It was a man's voice, deep, measured, and he was talking to someone else. Except I never heard a second voice respond. It was like listening to a one-sided conversation. He was asking questions, slowly, patiently. "Are you afraid? Why do you think I chose you? Do you remember what you did?" The questions were chilling, but what scared me the most was the calmness in his tone, like he had all the time in the world. I called the building security the next morning. They said Unit 313 had been unoccupied for over 8 months. No tenant, no furniture, no electricity. I laughed nervously. I thought maybe they'd gotten the units mixed up, but they hadn't. When I told Denise what I'd heard, her face went pale. She whispered, "You've been marked drawer," and hurried away before I could ask what she meant. That was the first night I saw him. I woke up at 3:17 a.m. My bedroom was cold. Too cold, like the window was open in December. Except everything was shut. And there he was, standing in the doorway of my room. Tall, still. No expression, just watching. His head tilted slightly, eyes empty and wide. His mouth stretched into a faint, unnatural smile. I couldn't scream. Couldn't move. He didn't speak. He just stood there, the silhouette of a man outlined by a flickering hallway light behind him. Then, just like that, he was gone. I packed a bag that morning and left to stay with a friend. I didn't even tell her the real reason, just said my apartment felt off. But every time I closed my eyes, I saw him, that empty face, that tilted head. I returned 2 days later to grab the rest of my things. As I walked past Unit 313, I noticed something strange. The door was open, just a crack. Darkness spilled out from within. No lights, no sound. I should have kept walking, but I didn't. I pushed it open and stepped inside. The unit was empty. No furniture, no signs of life. Just a bare apartment coated in dust, except for the walls. Every wall was covered in writing, scribbled in black ink, covering every inch like a madman's journal. They all said the same thing. He watches the ones who look. Over and over, hundreds of times. Scrawled in different sizes, some frantic, some careful. On the far wall, in huge bold letters, it said, "You opened the door. Now he will open you." I backed out and ran. I moved out the next day, broke my lease, lost my deposit, didn't care. But the story didn't end there. A few weeks after I left, I got a call from Denise's office. A new tenant had moved into Unit 313. Within 3 days, they were gone. No forwarding address, no belongings taken, just gone. The same thing happened to the next 2 tenants. Each stayed fewer days than the last. Then the apartment was sealed, officially condemned. I heard rumors from the building maintenance guy. Said someone broke in and found dozens of tapes in the walls, each one with a different voice. All of them screaming. Somehow I knew. One of them was mine. Because sometimes late at night when I walk past apartment buildings, I still smell bleach and old metal. And I swear, I hear a knock. Just 3 soft taps, like someone's asking to come in.